Is that better for everybody? Can you hear it yet? Okay. Better now? I can hear myself at least.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Yeah? Perfect. Keep going to the right. All going to the right. I thought about it. Gotta wait for baby. Yes, we're gonna have Coach Patrick. We're gonna run the side. No, you're not. Yes. Look at Auntie Jane. It's Auntie Jane. So cute. Congratulations, Auntie Jane. Oh wait, this is my best friend Ina. Say thank you. Bye, Auntie. And up once a week. Yeah, he's fine. I just don't think he just kept correcting.
Are you gonna do it?
Where are you off to? This is the action.
We're all gonna be together.
Yeah, that right. Awesome. Have a great week.
Bye, we'll see you then.
One more game. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to see your ma'am.
That's the I was trying to describe. Oh, okay. Well, he's got a great chair. He's older, it's like built in with. Yeah. What's his name?
Gary.
Gary. He's not famous. No, I know he's not. Oh, I know he's not. He's just a dirt taster.
No, that is.
That'd be a good title to have.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guarantee he's had 7 desserts. Oh, absolutely. At least. Yeah. 7 different. Oh. Wow. One step closer. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that gives you room for home.
Play next Sunday, correct? Next Sunday, low 23, the high 34. Sunday. Yeah, basically a kickoff is going to be about 31, 33, 33.
All right. Thank you to the fans. First of all, they were outstanding today, this afternoon, so it was beautiful. It was good to get back in the swing of things. I thought the guys knocked a little rust off early and then kept working, and I thought finished up strong. I thought our defense did an outstanding job. George led us with 3 sacks, but there are 8 team sacks overall, and that doesn't normally happen against a great offense like they've got. So my hat goes off to Spags as the plan he had, and then again the players for executing it. Justin led us with in tackles, and McDuffie had the 3 pass breakups that were tremendous too to go with it. Offensively, you probably need to start with Trev with 7 catches for 117 yards, a touchdown, and he just, that's why he's the greatest tight end there has been. So, Kareem, I'm trying to read my notes here. Kareem was 7 for 40 for 1 touchdown, and then anyways, it was all good. I've got 8,000 notes here scribbled on here. I thought Remigio did a great job with the initial kickoff with a 63-yard run, and then Bucker with his 3 field goals, outstanding. And then Chanel right at the end comes up with a big block. My hat goes off to Borgo going to Tennessee. He's now the enemy, but we're glad he was able to get that job as a general manager there. So phenomenal job here for us, and we love the guy, but another AFC team now. So, anyways, with that, time's yours.
You guys came out clean, injury-wise through the game. It seemed like there were a lot of bumps and bruises throughout. Injury-wise.
Yeah, there weren't really anything to mention. Everybody got through it, and they're good. They might have some bumps and bruises, but it's all good there.
Andy, there are 2 particular connections between Patrick and Travis today. Or if you could just speak to each of them. First, when Patrick was basically falling forward.
Yeah, well, that touchdown was unbelievable. The touchdown throw to Trav was incredible. For him to be able to get himself in position, just his body in position to make that throw, I thought was great.
Did you think for a second he might have had his knee down? I mean, he didn't, but I mean, did you wonder that as he was releasing the ball?
No.
You just knew.
I have a good view of it.
And the other was the one, early. That was Travis's longest catch of the season, and certainly showed some burst. You see that as a benefit of the rest?
Yeah, he can still play. But he's all right. You
Coach,
know,
you've seen Patrick do a lot of things. That play there that we were talking about, is that one where even though you're in the middle of the game, you may peek up and watch the replay on the board?
yeah, I always tell our coaches, don't get used to that. I mean, this is unreal. I tell the fans the same thing. We're very lucky to have him here. And the stuff he's doing just doesn't happen. That's why he's the greatest at doing what he's done in a relatively young career here. So, you know, I thought Nagy did a nice job of putting the guys in position to have some real nice plays too. And then I should have mentioned Dave Tobe in there too. Dave did a good job with the special team.
And Kareem got his first chance at a playoff game with you guys again. Pretty good first. How happy are you for what he's been able to do here in this?
Yeah, listen, he's been great for us. He's really helped, and he ran hard today. And when we needed him right down the stretch there, we just handed it to him. And that's not taking anything away from Pacheco because he's doing a nice job too. To have both of them, plus P. Ryan going in on third downs and doing what he does, you know, it's a nice thing to have from a coaching standpoint.
You guys are going back and forth with Chuni what made you go with Chuni? How did you feel like?
Yeah, so just with the complexity of the playoffs with different looks and the defenses, I think Joe and Kellyan have been here. That's not taking anything away from DJ because he's done a great job of working himself in. And we literally rotate him at practice. So I think everybody's got confidence in him. It's just the part that you got to start somebody. You can only have 5 of them, right? So.
And first off, congratulations on making the 300 win club. What does that mean to you personally?
Yeah, a lot of people go into that. So, it's not, I joke the guys that, you get a couple more, you might be able to equal my weight. So, and it looks like you're a Forktarian too. So I'm with you. You can roll with me.
Coach, it seemed like a pretty hard-fought win for the team. Can you maybe share any of your message to the team in a locker room after the game?
Yeah, well, I'm proud of them for what they've done. This isn't an easy thing. That's a good football team. D'Amico's done a phenomenal job with that team. I had him as a player. Now I get to see him as a coach, and he's doing great things, as a coach. So a ton of respect for him and what he's done. But that's a good football team. Phenomenal defense that they've got. So I'm proud of our guys for how they handled it. And we knocked a little rust off. Everybody stayed positive and with each other and that whole bit. And here we sit with a championship game. I mean, we're humbled to be in that position. And fortunate, we appreciate that we're right here at Arrowhead.
We'll get a couple more. We'll go ahead and talk.
Back to the 8 sacks. I mean, I know Spag's game plan, but what stands out to you about why that worked that way?
Yeah. Look, the scheme, he's got a tremendous scheme, and it's complicated. So they had to deal with that. The other part is, the players playing the way they are. I mean, Brett's done a nice job of bringing guys in on both sides of the ball for us. I mean, we were this close on the offensive side, and the defense probably could have had a couple more even. So where he escaped out of the pocket. But the plan was right for who we were facing. And I thought Spags really did a nice job with that.
On that same front, to make those big plays in the second half when you're really kind of leading in that book, those spots. Why do you feel that is they just making it big times?
Yeah, they're good players that love to play the game. I mean, that's we're sitting here. It's that time of the year, and guys stepped up and they just did a nice job. And Spags puts them in position to be able to do that, and then they take advantage of it. That's how that goes. Okay, good. Thank you.
Hey, man.
Come on. Everybody quiet. All right, guys, fire away.
Patrick, that touchdown pass to Travis Kelce, just talk us through that play, how you're able to stay up and make sure you got found.
Yeah, no, I had to. I knew I was going to have to buy a little time. We were at 3rd and long in the red zone, but we had talked about that exact play, and we just had to. Trev had to get over that linebacker, so I had to buy a little bit of time. So I stepped up in the pocket, was able to get enough on it to get in the end zone, and I mean that was a big play in the game, and we needed to kind of get in that end zone after that long drive that they had.
How did you get enough on it? Because it looked like you were basically face planting as you let go of the ball.
Yeah, no, just everything I got was the Bobby Stroop workouts. So no, it was you find a way in those big moments, and that was a big moment, and I was glad that Trav was in that spot where I was able to give him the football.
Did you know coming off your hand that
No, there was a little bit of I didn't know if that dude was gonna get back in there, and it was kind of when it was a touchdown or a pick, and I was able to get through and get to the end zone, but it's something we worked on. I mean, that's the end of the day. We worked on that play and that situation, 3rd and long, and we were able to do that.
What did you think about Travis after the catch on the 49 play?
I told Carson, I said that those tackles that tackle him in the regular season don't tackle him in the playoffs, and he did a good job. He caught the ball, he got off the tackle, broke another tackle, and then hit it down the field, and he was trying to get the knees up, but I was glad he got us close enough that we were able to get in the end zone. Yeah, it was. They brought the safety on a pressure, and once they did that, I knew he was one-on-one with a linebacker, and so those are those matchups you look for. And they kind of try to zone it off, and he just got right in the window, right behind the linebackers, and that's what he's done for his entire career.
How do you explain Kelsey's ability to elevate usually every playoff season?
Yeah, I mean, it's simple. I mean, people say it's real. It's big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, and that's just how simple it is. And he's one of those guys. He doesn't let the moment be bigger than what it is. He just goes out there and execute at a high level, just like he does in the regular season. He just does that a little bit higher intensity.
Patrick, that 3-week break that you had and some of the other guys had, I'm sure that benefited everybody, including you, but how much do you think that helped Travis?
Yeah, I think it helped Trav a ton. I mean, just because he's an older guy. I mean, and he plays a very, very tough position on the body. So when you're able to get some weeks off and kind of get your body reset, and he's not. It's not like he's just sitting on the couch. I mean, he's working out and kind of just taking those reps off. And so for him, it's just been to getting himself ready to go. We've been practicing. We've been working at practice. And then we go out there and he plays fast and takes his game to a new level.
Do you see any difference in him, his demeanor, his focus, whatever it might be, playoff week?
Yeah, it's just playoff Trav. I mean, he's a leader, man, and he this is what he lives for, is playing in these moments, having the chance to make big time plays, and he goes out there and does that, and it seems like he does it every single playoff game.
Patrick, it strikes me in this moment when you first made the AFC Championship game, you didn't have children. 7 years, 7 consecutive AFC championships. What do you appreciate most about this particular run and getting another opportunity to have one game towards the Super Bowl?
Yeah, no, it's been a special run. I mean, just with everybody here in Kansas City, from the organization to the community, from the team, and from my family, and I just try to cherish that. I mean, I still remember moments from the World Series my dad played when I was 5 years old. So these are moments that I'll have with my family for the rest of my life, and it's a growing family. Hopefully, we're done growing for a little while, but it's cool that I'm able to play in these big games, and the Kansas City community has brought me in to be a part of their family.
We'll go across from Sam. Go ahead.
Patrick, just wondering if you could analyze the early part of the game and also just how effective or how much did the wind affect just the ability to throw the ball?
It kind of is what it is. I mean, the one throw down the sideline to Hollywood probably got it a little bit, but I feel like that's an advantage at Arrowhead, is having the elements, having the cold, And I've always said I want to be the best thrower of the football out there. I mean, I thought CJ played good though, so I mean he was spinning it as well. But that's what Arrowhead is special, is that you get the wind, you get the cold, and you get the freezing temps, and then you go out there and you just try to go out there and execute at a high level. And I feel like it's an advantage for us. And so we'll try to carry that on into this next game.
Matt, I'm surprised Patrick how open Travis was. 8 targets, 7 receptions. A lot of those were a pretty big window to get it in there, especially on the 49-yard. Was that something schematically you felt you were able to take advantage of, or was it just what was presented in regional?
I think it helps when you have 1 and 5, that speed and D-Hop out there. I mean, when you have those weapons out there, it's hard for defenses to kind of account for everybody. And so they were playing some shell coverages over the top. If you think about the play that Trav has the big catch on, the play before we almost hit Hollywood for like a 60, 70-yard play or whatever it was. And I think that scares teams where they're like, we can't just focus all our attention on Travis. And if they do, I have to continue to shoot those balls down the field to those fast guys and let them make plays. And that's kind of the battle you have with the defensive coordinator.
We'll go last 3. Patrick,
what's it mean to you to see Andy get his 300th win? And it's probably hard to sum up, but how did he do it?
Yeah, I mean, he's just a great person. I'm more than a great coach. He's just a great person, and guys want to play for a guy like that. And he's been so instrumental in making me who I am, and I owe him a lot of pretty much all of my success. And so I told him that we need to get to 302 though before this year, then we can worry about next year.
Patrick, no catches for DeAndre, for Hollywood, or even Juju. If you'd known that going into the game, would you get concerned about your guys' ability to win the game?
You know, I mean, obviously you want to get those guys involved. That makes your offense even better. And obviously there was times where we kind of stalled out on drives. And so that'll be something that we work on going into another great opponent this next week, and whoever that is. But they're part of the offense, and they know that, and they're going to keep going out there and competing. And in the playoffs, it's always, you never know how it's going to go. It's about finding ways to win, and we found a way to win today. But we're going to have to get those guys involved if we want to get to our ultimate goal.
last 2, but Patrick, Hillman Henderson from Gilmer talked to you before.
Yeah.
I noticed your mom's post after Golden was born.
Yeah.
Brittany, congratulations to you guys. But I noticed her post in Tyler where she took the picture of the signs of Sterling and Golden Road.
Yeah. Talk
about what your mom means to you guys as far as a grandmother.
Yeah, I mean, first off, it's her birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. So no, she's Graham, she's Grandy is what she calls herself, and our kids love her, and she's been a huge instrumental part of my life, my entire life, and taking me to those baseball games. And she takes a picture by that sign. I mean, Golden Road's where I played baseball growing up, so it's those are the things that you'll forever remember, those moments you have with your parents. And she's here today, and I'm sure she'll be ready to take care of these grandkids tonight.
Last one time, Patrick, along the lines of what Adam asked, you guys only had 212 yards of offense. Tell me about the team. How does the team get this done? Yeah, I mean, I think I said this a little earlier. I think one of my other interviews, and I said, Coach Reed, me, Chris, Trav kind of get all the credit, but this team is a team, and I think that's special. There's guys throughout the entire roster that make plays, and every single week, if it's Leo or if it's Trent or if it's George today or whoever it is, it's about everybody, and everybody's winners in this team. And I think that's what makes us special. So it doesn't always have to be an offensive explosion. It doesn't always have to be the defense locking it down. It's just who can find a way to get a win, and how can we do that. And I think that's what makes us a special football team. We'll try to carry that into next week. Thanks, Patrick. Congratulations. Whoa! All right, guys, go ahead and fire away.
Chris, what's it like when a teammate gets on you like George did?
It's good. It's good for us. It's good for him. He worked his tail off for it. I just tell him don't get too high. Next game they're gonna be planning for you, buddy. But we can continue to build off of that. That's something to be positive about. But it was exciting just to watch it. I've had 2 teammates that have those type of games in the playoff. Frank Clark and George Kalafis. So for me, it's been amazing to like be part of it.
What does it mean for you that the unit was able to get to the quarterback 14 times, 14 quarterback hits, and then finish with the 8 sacks?
I think that was huge. I think it's definitely going to go on the bigs. I think Coach Reed talked about it all week on how important that the bigs, meaning the O-line and the D-line, play this game physical and set the tone of the game. And I think we took that to heart and came out and played physical and was able to affect the game.
Chris, can you take us through your first sack? I mean, it seemed like, were you choosing there on your own to be on the edge and just take us through the play there?
No, I just don't choose to be where I want to be. Listen, y'all got to stop listening. Y'all got to stop listening to specs. Yeah, that play I did choose. I did, man. I seen the opportunity, watched film on it all week, and figured why not.
Chris, can you take me through just what the feeling was, the experience when you won in 2018 to go to the AFC Championship, and how that feeling might be different or gives you better appreciation for this one?
Every feeling and every journey is different because of what you have to go through within the journey. 2018, I think that was our first time getting there, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you think about the battles we faced along the way to get there. We lost an AFC Championship to the Patriots and then had to overcome that and finally get there and then win. So I think this is different because it's a different type of journey. We've been there a couple times, but now we're even hungrier to even get there now because what's at stake? You know what I mean? 3P, getting there, playing in front of our fans again. So it's different, but the journey is still the same. We still want to bring that Lamar Hunt trophy back home.
Chris, how do you focus as much as you need to in these games? Like you just said, you're going for a 3P. That's you've never done in the Super Bowl, in the Super Bowl era. And you have a game like today where it's not in hand until late in the fourth quarter. How do you keep that focus while also knowing in the back of your head, hey, we are now 2 wins away from doing something that's different?
I don't think you think about within the game how many wins away are you. I think you think about the drive, what you can do better, what you can correct on the next drive. But it's not hard to focus on the game. If you're not focused out there, you can get beat easily. So I think it's easy to focus within the game, be present within the moment, and appreciate the moment, most importantly.
I know you're doing your own thing on the sideline, but it's a big third down play, goal, and Patrick and Travis when he's going down. You really watched the scoreboard then, watched the game. What'd you advantage for?
We did it again. Pat and Trav did it again, man. It's just when you think you got them, you don't. So, yeah, we need more plays like that. We'll take them.
Your rookie year, you get the playoff heartbreak. The next year happens again. Now you've been to 7 straight AFC. You're going to be in your 7th straight AFC championship game. Is that unfathomable to you? I mean, how do you put that in context?
Getting old. It's fun though, man. It's fun. It's a challenge. Take a lot. Hard work, commitment, a lot of belief, a lot of encouragement throughout the year, a lot of unselfish play amongst the team to continue to do that. I think we had this message in chapel about climbing the mountaintop. When you climb a mountain, you don't want to stay up there because you can't really breathe. So you go back down, but the joy is that you climb in the mountain to get to the top. And I think that's just the journey we're going. Still climbing that mountain and appreciating it for what it is.
Speaking of appreciating it, you were teammates with Kareem back in the day. This is his first playoff game with you guys in a while. What do you think of him out there?
Kareem need to keep running the ball like that. We'll take it. But it's fun to have Kareem back. His energy, him and Pop is like a 1-2 punch. Pop getting there running head first, full of energy. And then Kareem is the pounder right after Pop. Pause.
Okay. Thanks, Chris.
No, take care.
All right, guys, fire away.
George, three sacks today. Talk about how what went through your day to day and just what was working for you and what was working for the defensive line unit as a whole.
Yeah, I think starting with Spags and Coach Cullen, Coach Braden, the game plan that went into it, I thought it was great. And we talked internally about rushing under an umbrella of discipline. And the front half, the D-line, the linebackers working with the backhand, the DBs. So when all that stuff happened, success usually follows. So those all working together.
Your first fourth down sack, you guys want to come zero pressure on third down, trying to 12 right in the field, you get the incompletion. Fourth down, the Texans came out of the hole very late. They made 5 or 6 seconds on the play clock, snapped the ball, and you're able to wrestle Stroud to the ground. If you could walk me through what you were seeing on that play and what was it?
I knew the protection because I actually messed that play up on our Thursday practice, and they were like, "Oh, so I'm glad I messed it up on Thursday, so then I got it right on game day.
What did you mess up about it initially, and then what was correct?
I lost contain on the quarterback, so he got outside, so made sure not to do that.
You were chasing Stroud early in the game, and he, was able to get around the corner on you. And then what changed in the fourth quarter? Did he just wear down a little bit because he couldn't get away from you after that?
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I think just all of us working together, the guys up front, working with the guys in the back half, and, just playing as one and trusting in the call and trusting in each other.
What type of traits do you feel like you developed over the years to allow you to have a performance like this in such a big spot?
I mean, I don't really like answering personal questions after such a big team win, but just trusting in my coaching, leaning on my vets, a guy like Chris Jones, a guy like Frank Clark, Carlos Dunlap, guys like Mike Dana, Charles O'Menahue, Tershawn Wharton. I can go on and on. What I am is because of those guys, and especially Coach Cullen, Coach Spags, and Coach Braden too. So.
What did it mean overall for different individuals in the sack? Like it was you from 2 times a day, it would be Felix, it would be Tershawn, it would be Chris. Everybody get that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, when you get a sack, it's a big thing. It's a big deal. Both as a play, as a stat, but also for the morale. You get to the quarterback, so when multiple guys are able to do that. I don't know how many we had today. 7, 8. Yeah. When you have 8 sacks, that gives you a pretty good chance to win usually.
So you were your third year, AFC Championship game every year. You had one at home, one on the road. Are you excited this was going to be back at home?
Absolutely. There's nothing like it. Just can't wait. Let's see who we play.
George, what is it about Spags and dialing the right things up, especially in second halves of games and those big plays?
Yeah, I like that question. Spags has been there and done that. He's had all this experience, and he knows what to call in critical situations. But also on top of that, we know what he knows, or what he's thinking about calling too, just because we've drilled it so much in practice, and we've gone over it, so many times, and he's open and honest, and he's like, look, this is what I'm thinking, and stuff like that. So when it comes to game time, you're just free, you're just going and execute to the best of your ability. Okay, thanks, George. Thank you, guys.
Sorry.
Also, that would be 19.
All right, guys, go ahead and fire away.
How much better do you feel after getting this last 3 weeks off? How much better did you feel today?
Oh, great. I felt fresh, definitely, not taking as many hits and being able to practice, move around, get my conditioning, feel great.
What were your emotions before the game, getting another chance to be in the playoffs?
Very high. I had to keep myself, level-headed, not to be too excited, and, just coming out there and just play, football, treat it like another game, just run a little harder.
Take us through your touchdown.
Honestly, it was blocked pretty well, and a little jab step. Just followed Travis through the little, crease, and had to run through an arm tackle. Great blocking.
For you getting the opportunity to play in the postseason, what you Chiefs last time. Just how much are the emotions playing into you, just being able to contribute with this team now being in the AFC Championship?
Yeah, the emotions definitely are high, man. I feel it, I feel blessed, it feels like, a dream come true again. And, I feel like I left a lot, unsolved before. So now I'm, excited to be able to, write the rest of the story.
Was it watching the team, because they played five of these in a row, right? And watching that and knowing what could have been, I mean, to now know that next Sunday you get that chance, and how much does that mean?
Well, it means everything, man. I'm going to make the most of the opportunity, and that's what, I do every time I touch the ball. I try to make the most of it and, find a way to put the team in a situation to be successful.
Were you on the field for Pat's touchdown to Kelsey?
No, I wasn't. No.
So what was your vantage point? What did you see on that?
I thought it was going to be an interception or something. But 1-5, he's a man, he's a man of magic, man. He's able to make those type of plays and throws off balance is crazy.
Grady only had 2 carries before the fourth quarter. How did you stay ready?
I stayed by the heater and just kept my mind in the game, just, waiting for that opportunity, to get my number called and just be ready, go out there and make the most of each opportunity.
What did you see on the 4th and 1?
I saw, a good D-line rush and, one-on-one in the hole, and I got to find a way to get a yard or two, and I like my odds, every time.
Rudy mentioned that, like they made that amazing play, Patrick and Travis. You saw a lot of that stuff early on when you were here. Are you amazed that they're still doing that?
I am, but I'm not. They got good chemistry, and the way we practice and work. I feel like practice is sometimes harder than the games for sure. So it makes it easy when we get out there.
Is there anything better for a running back than to be trying to run out the clock, run the ball in the fourth quarter, trying to close out a win?
Is there anything better?
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody knew he was running the ball, so it is not a great feeling, but you gotta make it work when, the defense knows we're running the ball. They're gonna send blitzes and try to, stop you before you get going.
This will be your first game. What are you most looking forward to about next week?
Just the environment, I'm looking forward to, how fast the game is gonna be, and every play is a big play. You got to make the most of it. And you never know what play can decide the game. So just want to go home.
Okay, thanks, Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
That's it, guys. Yes, okay. Hey guys, just a reminder too, next week we'll be up here, okay? So when we send out our email, you'll see it'll have all the details about what we're doing, but home base will be here Wednesday through Friday next week.
You figured there'll be a Zoom tomorrow?
Yeah, Zoom on Monday.